Hi friends, welcome to another episode of the Cozy Cottage Crochet Podcast. My name is Hannah, that was Nova, and this is a podcast all about crochet, a little bit of knitting, sometimes sewing, and generally living the yarniest life possible in St. Petersburg, Florida, where I live. If you're looking for me anywhere on the interweb, you can find me as the Cozy Cottage Crochet on Instagram and on Facebook. Instagram is where I'm most active, especially in stories. And I have an email address set up specifically for this podcast. It is thecozycottagecrochet@gmail.com.
I'm not sad anymore.
You're not sad anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to go. This one has had tears multiple times already this morning. So we have some snacks and we have some snuggles. We read a book and we're going to see what we can get done. Normally it's really early. It's 7:41 on a Thursday morning. Normally I would record later, but today's going to be crazy. The workers are going to be here banging this afternoon. I have a work meeting this afternoon while she maybe sleeps. She has taken a total of 1.5 naps in the last week and a half. So that is why we have tears, because we cannot hack it without a nap. But the workers have been loud and she really needs to be out of her crib and I can't, and it's a whole thing. Uh-oh, it's down there. So we're doing this really early. We have your cheese crackers right there. We have baby class. I don't know where the M&M went. It's lost. You dropped it. You have somewhere though. And I couldn't take her for a walk this morning because my heart rate is so high. It's not horrible right now. We'll see what it is. I knew it was high before I got in the shower. You got an M&M for the friends? How about you taste it? See if it's any good.
Fine.
Yum. Now you gotta eat it. They can't eat it through the screen. You remember who gave you your shirt? It says, I'm only here for the cookies. That's from Aunt Emmy. And you got jam on it already. My heart rate is 140 right now. I'm sitting still talking. This morning I felt that it was high before I got in the shower, but I didn't have my watch on, so I didn't know exactly what it was. When I got out of the shower, I was literally just getting dressed. I was not doing anything strenuous. It was like 169. So we're not taking a walk because I'm exploding, apparently. I just have to sit still. Oh, too tight, gentle. You gotta be gentle, baby. I don't mind if you do that, but you have to be a little gentler. Thank you. I'm trying to hydrate with some Gatorade in hope that it comes back down. It's usually really only that bad in the morning, so hopefully in a couple hours it will be down again. If I'm gonna show you some projects that I've been working on. I have a finished cardigan. It's not completely finished.
I need more water.
Go get your other water bottle off the table. It's got cold water in it. I don't have buttons, so it's not finished. But I have finished my mix and match cardigan, the hot pink one. I gotta go to Joann to get buttons. I've made a little bit of progress on my Hecla cardigan, which is crochet, and a little tiny bit of knitting sock progress. I have continued being very... Your M&Ms, they're gonna melt in your hand if you don't eat them. You're gonna melt. You gotta eat them. They're made of chocolate. Yes, we're having M&Ms at 7:45 a.m. Don't judge me. We're gonna do what we can to survive this week. I have no idea what I was saying. Oh well. Let's just jump right in, shall we? Oh, I know what I was saying. I was being monogamous. I really have been still very monogamous in my projects. I worked on this until it was finished. And now I'm pretty much only working on the Hecla cardigan. Less so because my hands, so I can't put as much work into it as I did into my knit cardigan. And then of course that sock project is just in my bag for if I'm on the go. So that's why there's only 3 projects. Let's talk mix and match cardigan because I literally could not be happier with this. It fits perfectly except it's not gonna close because I have a giant baby bump. 8 weeks left today, 32 weeks pregnant. The baby is 3.5 to 4 pounds. and 15 to 17 inches long per my app. I saw the doctor yesterday. She's got a measuring fine, so everything. I have 2 more 2-week appointments. So 1 in 2 weeks, 1 in 2 weeks after that, and then I have to go every week for a bit. So this is the cardigan pattern. It is called the Mix and Match Cardigan. It is a pattern by Mina Phillips, who is the knitting expat. I chose to make the large size. She has so many sizes in this pattern. She has from 28 inches to 56-inch bust, and it has a couple of inches of positive ease built in already. She has an extra small, small, medium, a medium large, and a large. I see you. Hey, if you want to play with that, you gotta do it on the floor over there, okay? I don't want that on the couch. Look, it's like a foam slime. You can play with that as much as you want, but you gotta do it on the floor, okay? Because the coffee table is occupied with snacks and drinks, and I don't want that to get stuck in the couch, okay?
But on here is fine.
That corner is fine, but don't put it on the couch. And then XL, XXL, and 3XL. So I wanted, in the pictures, hers is pretty fitted. And I want more positive ease than that in a cardigan. So I made the large size, which would be for a 44-inch bust, which has 1 to 2 inches of positive ease. So it should have like a 46-inch total circumference. My bust before Nova was like 41 inches, which would give me the positive ease I needed. Then after Nova, shrunk a little bit. I mean, the rest of me didn't shrink, just this area shrunk to like 39. But now it's big again because I'm pregnant and I'll be nursing. So I think it will be fine. If it's slightly bigger, it will be totally fine. The yarn that I used for this was made by my very dear friend, Maria. Hi, Maria! Who formerly had a yarn company called Fat Bunny Yarn, and she now works for another yarn company called Elementary U. She dyed me an electric pink yarn you can walk through, and I believe she gave me 7 skeins of this. And this is the 1 skein that is left not wound up. I have a little bit of yarn left. I think I used 5 3/4 skeins maybe. I'll show you what I have left. It's only this much. So I used almost 6 skeins of yarn to make this cardigan. I used more yarn than called for in the pattern because I made the worsted size, this is worsted yarn, and I made it using the DK gauge. You can use a DK or a worsted yarn for this pattern. So that used a little bit more yarn, and then I made some modifications as well. Nova, you had to stay over there if you want to play with that, okay? Because I don't want that all over the place. Stay over there in that corner of the table where I'm going to put it on the floor, okay? I used 3 different types of knitting needles to make this cardigan. The first ones I used were the Luca needles, which are the driftwood set. They look like this. I knit the entire yoke and a little bit of the body on those needles. Then I switched to Denise interchangeables, which are plastic needles. They look like this. These are plastic knitting needles. So I knit. No, you can't have these. These are very sharp. These are plastic, and I loved them. I actually really loved knitting. I knit almost the entire body from the sleeves down on these needles. I loved the plastic. Actually, it was so easy on my hands for once. Like, this made my hands not hurt at all. And then I did fight with the cord a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Can you cut on it?
Huh?
Can you cut on the phone?
You want to pretend it's a phone? As long as you don't open it, yes, you may pretend it's a phone.
Hi, I know that.
Who are you talking to?
Aaron.
Talking to Aaron? Okay.
Hello, Aaron.
I also fight with the cord on the Luca needles, so that's not shocking. And at the bottom, for the ribbing, I switched to my Chow Goose, which are metal needles. Oh my gosh. They're the gold standard for a reason, because they're amazing. And they did make my hands hurt.
I'm Novi.
You're Novi? You're Nuvi? Is that what you said? So,
Hello.
and then I knit the entire sleeves of the cardigan on my Chow shorties. And actually I have 2 sets in here. These are the blue ones, which are like worsted DK weight, and these are for bulky, but these are in here because I was putting all my knitting needles back where they're supposed to be. I need to put them in my little cupboard, but I haven't gotten that far. But I was using these on my super bulky grandpa cardigan that was finished before. No, not on the couch. Not on the couch. Your mama's gonna put it away. It can stay on the coffee table or on the floor. Okay, deal?
No,
If it's not a deal, I'm gonna put it away.
it's a deal.
Okay, it's a deal. Chow needles are just so fast. When I switched to them, I literally felt like I was flying through this sweater when I switched to using the needles at the end of this cardigan. So it's a lot of cardigan talk without showing you the actual cardigan. There's no buttons on here, like I said. Last time I had finished the body and I was working on the shawl collar, and I had not done the sleeves. So I have done 2 full sleeves and finished the shawl collar.
On my head.
It's too small for your head, baby doll.
Yeah, but
You can put it on your arm, your hand. You can put your hand in it, or you can put things in it, toys. So this is what it looks like. Do you like mommy's pink sweater? I like it too. It fits perfectly. It has just enough ease under the arm. I hate things that are really tight under my arms. It bothers me all day long. The sleeves are after blocking. So before blocking, they were about here. So after blocking, they're about here, which is perfect. The length. So as you can see, it really can't close because I have this bowling ball in here. I don't know how I'm gonna get this in the screen actually. So I did a high-low hem. So the bottom of the back goes right below my butt, and the top, woo, I'm gonna lose my balance. The top of the front goes right to the top crease of my hip, which is really nice. So that is an option in the pattern. You can do either a plain body, plain stockinette, which I have done, or a textured body. I chose to do plain. You can do a straight hem on the bottom or a high-low hem. I love the look of a high-low hem. So I did that. And then I don't think there's any options for the sleeves. I just knit the sleeves as written. But I have kind of short arms, I guess, compared to my torso length. So you're supposed to do decreases. And then when you get to the end of the decreases, knit for a certain amount of time to reach a certain amount of inches. And then do the cuff. I did the cuff immediately. Like literally my last decrease is right here. And I finished it. So I tried it on so I knew. And then the major modification that I made in this pattern is I made a much larger shawl collar. And I'm going to show you. It's really hard to see because it's black and white. But you see her shawl collar is just really tiny. There's probably only as written in the pattern, just a few short rows. So from like here, here-ish to here is where you work the short rows. I actually figured out where the raglan increases stopped, which is right here.
These are peanuts.
You got peanuts in a bag? You want to show off your peanuts?
Yeah.
Peanuts in a bag. Hey, look, this one lights up. I don't know if it's picking up on the screen. Like, they're balls and we're pretending they're peanuts. How fun. I love your imagination.
I do.
So right here is where you stop increasing for the raglan on the front of the cardigan. And I actually put stitch markers right here. And I started the short rows here. So I did way more short rows. I bet I used an extra third to a half a ball of yarn just on short rows. And I followed they're just German short rows going back and forth every 3 stitches. You did, you tied them up. But the shawl collar is much larger, and you can see this line right here. This is the short row line all the way through.
Yeah, look, it's a purse.
It is a purse. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could not be happier with this. Truly. It is everything I ever wanted. Woo! You okay? You caught yourself. Is your elbow okay?
Yeah.
You need a kiss?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it hurts.
Yeah, I know you banged it on the coffee table.
Yeah.
But you caught your whole body. She just kind of step fell off the couch. But you caught yourself. Good job.
Yeah, but I just up.
You didn't jump, and that was very good. It was very safe of you to not jump. If you jumped, that would have been a big accident, I think. So, not only is it burn your eyeballs out hot pink, it fits perfectly in every way. I literally just soaked it and laid it flat to dry. I didn't stretch it or pin it or anything. Just laid it flat to dry and like shaped it. I've got to get some buttons. I think I made 6 buttonholes. 4, 5, yeah, 6 buttonholes. So I gotta get some buttons. Oh God. Okay, breathe. Gatorade break. And the whole time I was working on it, I was happy because it's pink and because I was thinking about my friend Maria the whole time who dyed this yarn for me. And it's just the most magical. I'm gonna put this cardigan on equal footing with my Skyrim cardigan, although this one took way less time to do. Also, because all this yarn was dyed at one time, I did not alternate skeins, and I think it looks fine. I don't think you can tell at all. It's tonal, it's beautiful. I'm gonna, as much as I wanna wear it, take it off because it's hot. I'm pregnant. It's almost 90 degrees outside already. Well, this is how big the shawl collar is from the back. And you can see that it kind of tapers down. That's the short row line. I guess that would bother some people, but that doesn't bother me, the short row line. And then this is the hem in the back and the hem in the front. You can see it gets a lot smaller. So yeah, I am just beyond thrilled with it. And I have been so protective of this. I blocked it and washed it over the weekend because the workers were here last week making dust on everything, and they're gonna be here later. So I'm gonna, come here if you, oh, you got it. If you need help, just come over here, okay? Making dust on everything, and I do not want dust touching my precious cardigan. So I've had it wrapped in plastic. And it's going to continue to be, I think, until the workers are done entirely with the house. They will be here later hanging doors. Actually, they hung the doors, but now they have to do the frames. So I could not be happier with this. Plus it smells amazing because I used my Pineapple Grove soak, which is my favorite scent of soak, the wool wash. So yeah, that's the finish. I can't believe it's done. It's amazing. I'm so happy. So happy. So happy with it. I can't stand it. So let's talk this one pair of socks, and then we will talk about the Heckler cardigan, which is the only other project I work on. I have made a little bit of progress on these socks. Last time, I was not quite done with the first one. I'm pretty sure. Don't hold me to that because my brain is made of mashed potatoes. But I finished one. I think I was like here last time. So I finished the last stripe, finished a sock. These are just shorty socks. The yarn that I am using for this is,
I got my keys.
you got your keys.
Back home.
You're going somewhere new and you're gonna bring some food back home?
Yeah.
All right, Cuppy Cake Yarns. It was a gift from a viewer of this podcast named Leslie. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and then the colorway is Rue, which is from Hunger Games. It is a self-striping, as you can see, and I used a contrast mini that's red that was from the Sewrella Advent Calendar 2 years ago. So this is finished sock number 1. And I started sock number 2. Oh, yarn poking out everywhere. So yes, did the cuff, 15 rounds, 2x2 rib on my 2.25 millimeter Childcare red lace needles. Did about 15 rounds of stockinette for the cuff, put in a fish lips kiss heel, and I am 3 stripes in to the foot, which means I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5 stripes left. So yeah, that's the sock progress. I really have not been working on these that much, not at home at all, just when I was out. I can't hear you, baby. If you need me, please come in here and talk. What did you get? Got it. Be very gentle with it, okay? So that sucks. The last project I've been working on, I switched to immediately after I finished my mix and match cardigan. It is the Heckler cardigan. And I'm calling this the Hecklish cardigan because I pretty much only am following the instructions for the yoke, which is already done. And now I'm ignoring the pattern entirely. So I have gone through this on the podcast before, so I'm just gonna give this really briefly. The cardigan itself is not going to fit in my, did that hurt you? You okay?
No.
You're not, oh, it didn't hurt you? You just said ow for no reason? The shape of it is not going to fit in my wardrobe. This is what it looks like. This is the Heckler cardigan. So it's like an A-line. And it's color blocked. And you can see it's got kind of a big edging around it. I was determined to make it. However, as it was progressing, I decided I did not like the fit that was flaring out. So I got to about here. I ripped it back to the underarms. And I'm not doing any of the increases as called for in the pattern. I'm also not making it open in the front like this. I don't like that. And it's such a beautiful cardigan. It's not that I don't like it aesthetically. I like it aesthetically. I'm not going to wear it if it's like that. So I'm basically just modifying it to be a regular cardigan at this point. I don't recommend this pattern if you don't know what you're doing because it's translated from another language. Some of the math and the numbers is incorrect.
I have a treat for you.
Ooh, what is it? A treat?
Yeah.
What is it?
Strawberry.
Strawberries.
It has blackberries in it.
And blackberries. Wow. Mmm, delicious. Thank you.
It has ice cream in it.
And ice cream.
Yeah.
I love some sugar in the morning. So if you don't know what you're doing, some of the math is wrong in this pattern. It was translated from another language. There's one line that actually has not been translated. So if you want to, you have to know what you're doing to be able to work this cardigan as written. I sat down and figured out, this is all my math. I'm adding sleeve. You're stuck? Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to sit down and get it off your feet with your hands. Don't walk on the carpet with that. Sit down, take it off your feet with your hands. Okay? I don't mind if you walk on the slime. I just don't want it on the carpet. Pro tip, if slime gets on your carpet, vinegar. Vinegar and baking soda will get it out. There were no sleeve decreases in the pattern as written, and I've also added body waist shaping.
Carpet.
That's not carpet. You can walk over there.
But that carpet.
Yes, that's correct. So I am working it kind of simultaneously. I'm actually on color 3 of 5 because I'm fading it. And I am at row 11 on the sleeves and 17 on the body. I'm gonna work the body up until row 20 and then work the sleeves to row 20. And by row 20, I do not mean the rows that are listed in the pattern. I mean from the point where I started fading in color 3, I have calculated that I need 40 rows of sleeve before I do the cuff. So I have 40 rows of sleeve and 40 rows of body. The body, of course, will need to be longer than the sleeves by a little bit. I believe that I can get up to row 27 based on my math with color 3 before I fade in color 4. So I should have enough yarn. My goal still is to work the entire sweater in balls, colors 1, 2, 3, and 4, and have color 5 for the trim, the cuff, the collar, the edges, etc. So the yarn that I am using, whoa, something just went flying. What was it? I don't know. A tiny piece of yarn. The bag and the yarn came from my lovely friend Amanda, who sent me this. It's the House Coat Fade from Asylum Fibers. So these are the 2 colors that I haven't worked yet, the 2 darkest ones. This is color 4, this is color 5.
I took my shoes off and got something for you.
You took your shoes off and you've got something for me?
Like this.
Moana
And this.
and a bunny. Oh, I'll give them love. You want them back or you want me to keep them? I'll keep Moana.
Yeah.
I'll put her right here. She can be in the podcast. 75% merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. So of color 1, this is how much yarn I had left. The rows were pretty large back then because of the yoke. Of color 2, this is it. That is as close, I bet this is like 3 grams of yarn. This is as close as you can get to running out and still get a complete row out of all 3. So I did a bunch of math and calculated it and it was correct. I had just a couple grams left. So color 4 is currently being faded in, and I guarantee you I'm gonna drop something on the floor here because there are 3 balls of yarn attached to this currently, and I don't have my system working because I stole the chip clips. I have 1 ball of yarn attached to each sleeve. They're already unraveling. Thankfully I have stitch markers. And 1 attached to the body. Let me just unravel them a lot so that I have some wiggle room here. So here we go. See if I can do this properly. This is color 1. We faded it into color 2, and right here you can see is faded into color 3. I actually faded color 3 in like here, but it's not significantly darker.
Water.
What, baby?
She's underwater.
Moana's underwater, swimming. This is where I was last time, approximately, where the stitch mark was. So I have done all of this, minus a couple rows, I think. And I have done the same amount on the sleeves. And you can see that the sleeves are decreasing a little bit. I'm going to try to put this on. But I am attached. Oop, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'll be more careful. I just elbowed her in the head. My system, when I have multiple balls of yarn attached to a sweater at a time, is to have a sandwich bag with the ball of yarn and a chip clip holding it. But I stole the chip clips because I needed them. I don't have that many in my house, and I haven't put them back. And I am regretting that decision. So up to here, I followed the pattern as written. From here on, I'm doing my own thing. Leave it on there, okay? Be very gentle. I still have not decided what I'm going to do about the collar because, as you can see, it doesn't quite close, so it needs a bigger collar. I also want this to come in more. This is like too wide for me to be comfortable, and I mean more than an inch. I want like an inch and a half probably of collar. I have not decided if I'm going to work a collar, work a hem on the bottom, and then work a button band. I just can't decide. You're working? You're doing work over there?
Yeah.
Well, that's very responsible of you.
Hey, I'm going to get podcast too.
You're starting to get black cat?
So I'm going to get podcast ready.
Oh, you're getting the podcast ready.
Because I got to do the work.
You gotta do some work.
Yeah.
Leave the papers in there, okay?
But I got to do the work.
Yeah, we'll come over here and do some work with Mama.
Okay.
What would you like to tell the friends? No, you can't touch that yarn because it's all tangled. See, it's already fallen. You can tell the friends something. You can tell them anything you want. What would you like to tell them about your life and your work?
I want that.
What? I don't know what you're pointing at. There's a lot of stuff over there. Show me.
This.
What?
This.
What?
Yes.
No, that's Mama's.
Can I work on it?
You can hold it, but you can't open it, right? You can take that somewhere.
Don't want it out and
You're gonna fall, baby doll. Okay.
I
So,
want it down here.
I can't lay you down. I'm podcasting. You can put that on the floor and lay on it. It's right about mid-waist right now. So I have done like 3 rounds of decreases and I'm about to do 3 rounds of increases for waist shaping. I really like it. Because of where we are at right now, I do think that I will be able to get to like here. Yeah, because my sleeve rows are gonna end like right here before the cuff. So that will give me enough in color 4. So I think that'll be really good. Then I will be able to decide how I want to work this part. I still may truly fold this over, pick up stitches along a fake raglan line, and then stick it. I don't know. I may not. Depends on what I decide to do with this color right here. Because this is too wide. Does it look nice? Yes. Am I going to be constantly pulling on it even if I have collar to here? Yes. So what's the problem? Well, you're not going to do it by swirling it around. Find it. You can cover Spidey with the edge.
No, you help me.
I can't right now, baby. Unless you bring it over here. So yeah, I don't know. It's too wide. Did you bring Spidey over here? So we need both of them, don't we? It's gonna be a day, y'all. Here's Spidey. We'll put Spidey right there. You hand me the shawl and I'll put it on top of him so he can take a nap.
It's not so that's a blanket.
A blanket. There you go. He's all tucked in.
No, that didn't work.
It did work.
No, it didn't.
All right, then find something else to play with. You got slime in your hair.
I'm not slime.
Well, whatever it's called. Yeah. You can't walk through here. There's too many strings. You gotta go around. If you want the cheese crackers with the peanut butter ball. Or your water. I'll be done with this strings in just a minute. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about the collar. I may do the tedious process of making this into an entirely different shape. Picking up stitches. Maybe make a crochet shawl collar. I don't know. I'm gonna finish the body and the sleeves first. See how much yarn I have left. So yeah, I really love how it looks though. Like the colors. Let's see if I can. Careful, careful. There's something sharp in that bag. Don't step on it.
There's something in that bag.
Yep. So I haven't worked on the Heckler cardigan as much as I would like to, just because with being pregnant, my hands are not delightful. They're not loving crochet, but actually like crochet aggravates it for sure, but it's not, crochet is not the cause. It's definitely pregnancy is the cause. Because yesterday, I think I crocheted 2 rows. My hands were feeling totally fine. This morning I woke up and I could like barely bend my hands. My joints are just killing me. So that's annoying. I don't know if I'll get any stitches in today. Anyways.
I know that. Okay, I'll show you where to buy.
Oh, you on the phone? That's fun. That's the Heckler cardigan. Significant progress. I will continue to work on this as much as I can because, number one, oh, hello.
You're Aaron.
I'm Aaron?
No, on the phone.
On the phone is Aaron. Hi, Aaron. How are you today? He says he's fine and he wants to talk to you. He says, hi, Nova. Tell me what you're up to. You gonna put him on hold? You think that's funny? You don't even know what hold is. You're making him wait. That's what hold means. I cannot get to my yarn stash right now without moving furniture. I think that will probably change by next week. But right now, there will be no starting of new projects. Oh, don't kiss you. Because I cannot get any yarn, so I will continue to be monogamous. Also, that just feels right now. I don't know if it's pregnancy or what is making me just be monogamous. But I'll take it because this means things are actually getting finished. Such as the Mix and Match cardigan and the Grandpa cardigan. 2 huge projects off the needles. The Hecla cardigan, I don't know that I will get it finished because of the collar treatment that I don't know what I'm doing about before the baby comes. But I would like to have the body and the sleeves finished. That would be huge, I think. I did print off a pattern.
No. You kick it out.
No, it doesn't come out, baby. Leave it. It doesn't come out. It's not like yours. Of something that I've wanted to make forever. This pattern has been out for years. But I have to go digging through my stash. It shouldn't be a problem because I just need
water.
I don't need a drink of water, but thank you for being worried about my hydration. Do you need a drink of water?
No.
No? Okay. No, you can't have that. That's an adult beverage for mommy's tummy. Sure, I will drink some Gatorade. Hey, bring it back. I need it. I gotta show the friends. Bring the whole thing. The whole thing. The whole thing. We're not throwing it. Thank you. It only takes 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. It's the Wonder Woman wrap. This has been out forever. I will very likely not make it in red. I don't even think I have any red. But I won't make it in red and gold. Or probably not blue and silver either. I may make it in like a variegated or a speckled or... When you're wearing it, you can't really tell that it's a Wonder Woman wrap, you know. So I'm not really concerned about that. I just always wanted to make it. I thought it was such a cool pattern. And when I can get to my yarn stash, I'm going to dig out some yarn for it. When I can get to my... Oh, that's a cheese cracker. That's also from Aunt Emmy. It's the last of the snacks. Full disclosure, Aunt Emmy, I let her have every single snack except the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which I ate. I ate that myself. I don't feel guilty. You had all of them. Did you have the cheddar bunny rabbits and Lucky Charms? Did you eat Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
That was yummy, huh?
No.
No, that's for Nova. I don't need a snack while I'm trying to podcast. Hey, pick it up, please. It's under the couch, right there. You do not throw our food on the floor.
It's dirty.
Yep, you don't have to eat it. You can put it on the coffee table, but we don't throw it. Thank you.
I get back up.
You need help? Are you stuck down there?
No.
Stuck in gobby goo? There you are. So yeah, when I can get to my stash, I'm going to pull out yarn for that. And I'm going to pull out the yarn that I got at Rhinebeck for my V-neck boxy, which is a pattern by Joji Locatelli that I hope to cast on soon before this baby comes. Just swatch and have it cast on like the beginning bit done so that I will have endless stockinette to work on after the baby is born. I know it's wishful thinking. Maybe I won't have any time at all, but if I do have time, I know I'm not gonna have time to concentrate or use my brain. So I would like to have all of that yarn wound up and everything like set to go. The other thing I want to show you is the snacks and that really cute Cookie Monster shirt and a bunch of other cute things came in the mail for Nova from my lovely friend Emmy. And she sent me this. And the rest of the package is all throughout the house. Like she sent some really cute stuff for the baby, which I showed on the vlogs that I've been doing in July. and some really cute stuff for Nova and some snacks, but all the snacks have been eaten and the baby stuff is with the babies and Nova stuff is with her. So, oh, Nova, where did your puppies go? I wonder where you put them. There were 2 stuffed puppies.
I don't know.
I don't know where they are either because you were playing with them and now they're not in your collection of stuffed animals, which means she stashed them somewhere, possibly in her room, possibly anywhere. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go find them. They could be in her kitchen, honestly. She has a habit of putting stuffed animals in her tiny refrigerator. Anyways, I can't show you the whole contents of the package. It's on the vlogs. But I did want to show you this, and it's the Tunisian Crochet Handbook by Tony Lipsy. And not only that, it is signed. How cool is that? And that's the author. She is quite a prolific crochet designer, but she has written a beautiful Tunisian book. And we got to take an actual in-person class with her, which is so cool. So this has all of the basic techniques of how to do Tunisian crochet and color work and shaping and all of that, which is really cool. It's been a while since I've done Tunisian. You're gonna play with them? Minnie Mouse and Cookie Monster and Tigger? So this whole section is how to do Tunisian crochet, which I know how to do Tunisian, but I never did any color work and I've never worked in the round. And let me tell you, I don't know where they went. These Denise interchangeable knitting needles, the plastic ones, the reason that I started using these recently is because I have a set of Denise interchangeable Tunisian crochet hooks, which they are to die for. To my opinion, they're the best Tunisian crochet. I love them so much. They're like equal to Chalgoose in my Tunisian opinion. But I haven't done Tunisian in a while. And then the rest of this is designs. So I just want to show you a couple. I have not really had a chance to sit and do these. There's a chevron cowl. There's a bag, cute. There is a blanket. Oh, tea towels. Those are cute. A floor poof. That's really cool. That's something I could make for Nova. And it wouldn't be that expensive. This calls for Bernat velvet yarn. I would not make it in Bernat velvet yarn for one reason and one reason only. Velvet and chenille yarn like that will do something called worming, which is if you wash it or you use it heavily, because it doesn't have the grip that like wool yarn or even acrylic yarn has, the stitches will sometimes loosen and you'll get these little loops of fabric that stick out, which is fine on like a blanket, but on a floor poof, it's gonna look weird. So I would pick a different yarn for that, a different bulky yarn. But that, I could totally make, because you can buy foam at Joann Fabrics. Look at that. That's so cool. I didn't even know that. There's a poncho. Oh, a wall hanging. I would never make a wall hanging, I don't think. But I like it. Or maybe I would, who knows? I don't want to say never say never, but it has like how to do every letter. A scarf. Pot holders. Man, there's a lot of designs in here. I am very interested in this hat. That is very cute. I've never made a Tunisian hat before. Pillow, shawl.
Yeah, Emmy gave me this.
Yeah. A rug. It says, hey babe. That's really cute. Oh, I really like that too. That is very cool. It's like a colorwork blanket.
Look.
And yeah, so there's a couple other designs in there. There's even a cardigan. I probably would not make the cardigan because it is made in bulky yarn. When would I wear that? I don't know. I already have a super bulky grandpa cardigan that I probably won't wear very often. Yeah, there's tons of designs in there. That's crazy.
Now look at my desk.
Wow, I see. You have every single stuffy on the couch. Except for the dogs that I don't know where they are. Let me move this so you have room for you. There. So thank you, Emmy. I'm really excited to look through this. When I go to Joann's to look for buttons for the mix and match cardigan, very well may pick up some yarn or look for some yarn to make a floor poof because Nova is going to be moving into her own room. That may be wishful thinking. I wonder what size Tunisian hook that calls for. Tunisian hook 5.5 millimeters. I definitely have that hook. Faux show. So yeah, a fabulous book. I'm gonna love putting it on my shelf, and I'm gonna love making a few things out of there. I have some I want to do stuff energy, and I don't mean I want to do. What I really need to do is organize, but I can't because there's still construction going on, and I will show you the construction in just a minute. I'm at a place where I'm like, I clearly am not in a designing place. I want to design, but I have 3 samples that are done. The pattern is not written because I just cannot get my brain to work, and I don't know if it's pregnancy or having a toddler or the construction on our house, but it's not working. I have the Alina shawl, which is that lace weight shawl. The pattern is not written for that, even though the sample is done. The Amanda cowl, the sample is done except for seaming. And of course my obsidian cardigan, which has been done for a while. And I just I can't find the time and the concentration to get them out. So I'm kind of in a place where I'm like, maybe I just need to take a step back from that for a second. And especially with this baby coming in 8 weeks, just maybe make some things that are already have pre-written patterns. I think that's where we're at. So I'm gonna try and do that. Just give my mind. Of course, I can never leave well enough alone. Obviously, I had to modify the mix and match cardigan. I had to significantly modify the Heckler cardigan. The super bulky grandpa cardigan, I completely regraded. So I can never just follow a pattern, you know? That's just who I am, I guess. But I think for the Wonder Woman shawl, I'm just gonna follow it as written. And for like a floor proof, other than changing the yarn, I'm just gonna follow it as written. So I'm just at a place where I'm like, I think I need to just follow the directions from someone else right now.
This is a baby.
A baby. You got your baby? Oh, she's so pretty. I will snuggle her in my lap, sure. I'll snuggle this baby just like I'm about to snuggle baby Noah when he comes out. Where is baby Noah currently?
In my tummy.
In Mama's tummy. And did you tell me the other day that that was your baby?
Yeah.
She said, that's my baby, just for me to play with. Just for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be your baby. We've got 8 weeks left. That's an eternity, and also no time at all. The construction's not done. They're getting so close. They hung doors yesterday. The drywall is finally finished. So we can paint now. But they're gonna be, I hope, finishing framing the doors today and tomorrow. And then maybe we can get the electrician and the plumber out next week to do all the light fixtures and the outlets. Like everything is wired, but there's just holes where everything is. Oh, you're gonna play some music? So I'm gonna show you. Oh, gotta go night-night. I'm gonna show you some of the construction. So let me pause this and turn the camera around. So first, in this bathroom, this is our guest bathroom. It is exactly the same, except this is done now. So this used to be a window. It is now filled in with tile, and it is grouted and everything. Also, this bathroom used to be yellow, and my husband painted it like a forest green. Literally just painted it, and we changed out the shower curtain. And we got a new bath mat because ours was 10 years old and disintegrating. So it looks like a whole new bathroom, but just a coat of paint, and this is finished. Whoa, sorry, hope I didn't make you sick with that. So this hallway, you can see we've got stuff on the floor. There used to be a door here. This was our old master bedroom. So right now, Nova, do not walk in there. come back. There's sharp things in there, thank you. There used to be a wall right here, and this used to be our old bedroom. So now we have a hallway here. That's our old master bathroom right there where that handle is. This is what will be Josiah's new office. We have a door. There's no door handle yet, or door frame. Yes, you may walk in there as long as you're careful. Yes. You can see like the drywall on the wall. There's some wires here. So we have to paint this starting tomorrow. And then this way, we have a door hung to our new master bedroom. You can see that this is like a really thick wall because it's concrete. And in here, this is all done. We have to repaint that because they finished the drywall. You gotta stay right there, okay? Because you don't have shoes, it's sharp in here. Paint around the door frame. We've got air conditioning. There's a closet that's all the door frame pieces that are laying on the floor in there. So the closet is done. You can step right there, but don't step on this brown paper. There's a door here and a door here. They both don't have handles, so they're open. And then this is the bathroom. You can see the floor is done. The shower is pretty much done. Got tile. I love it. That is where the toilet is, right around the corner. It's just in a box. There's gonna be a linen closet right here. It has a door, but no frame. This is our vanity. It's not attached to anything, and there'll be lights up there. So there is still a fair amount of work to do, but we're nearing the end, which I am absolutely thrilled about. So that's what the construction looks like. It's a bit of a disaster, but it is the reason why this one has not been sleeping at all, and she can't survive without a nap. There's gonna be a lot of furniture delivered today. I've got a bookshelf for Josiah's office. We're getting a cabinet bed for his office. Both of those are gonna have to be assembled. Her bed is already here, but I can't assemble it until his office moves. We have to move the internet connection, which is only 50 bucks. I was shocked. I was like, oh, that's actually feels like a good deal, because they have to run a new line. There's just a lot that has to be done. And I can't do any of it until they're done. But if they could just get the room, like even without light fixtures, like get the dusty parts done, then we could put our bed in that room. His office can be moved into the new office, and I can build her bed and put her in a twin bed and get her out of the crib, because she desperately needs to be out of the crib.
Yeah, you're sleeping.
Yeah, are you excited to have a big girl bed?
No.
You're not? You don't want a big girl bed? You want to stay in the crib forever? Or you want a big girl bed with the house on top?
The house on top.
Yeah, that's what I thought. In a couple more weeks, as soon as the workers are all done, we're gonna have a new bed for you. And the one thing I've managed to do is dig out the infant car seat and wash it. That's all. Nothing else is done. So,
Are you awake?
yeah.
Not yet.
You're not awake yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet, not yet. So yeah,
Are you awake?
there's a lot going on. I'm very tired.
He's awake.
Her not napping and the workers being here means I haven't had a nap in weeks either. And I am feeling it. The third trimester tiredness on top of that. On top of being just behind on everything at work. Is a lot. And who knows how much yarning I'll get done in the next 2 weeks, because if they finish, we've got a lot of painting and furniture stuff to do. I'm not gonna move anything super heavy, so don't at me. I know my limits, but I can't let Josiah do all of it by himself. Poor guy. So yeah, send us some good vibes. Prayers if you're the praying type. It will be worth it. That's what I keep saying to myself every single day. Every day she doesn't nap. Like last night before bed, oh my gosh, just for a half an hour she cried. Your poor brain.
I'm wrapping her up.
You're wrapping her up to give her cuddles. And the other thing is, once it's done and Josiah's office is moved and I build that new bookshelf, This is our living room corner right here. Woo! All those books are gonna go away. And they're not gonna go away. They're just gonna be at a different place. I see. And that's gonna be a play area for her and her brother. And I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much more functional. Most of her toys are on the floor right now, which means they're harder for her to access. They're on top of each other. And I'm just really excited to have a more functional play area for her and this baby once it comes out. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off here because I don't know how long it's been, probably a long time. But happy crafting, leave me a comment, let me know what you're working on, and I will see you soon. Bye friends.